right now in our SportsCenter Showcase highlight. Frank Williams honored on Senior Day in Champaign. Williams has been criticized, driving the baseline, hits the pretty reverse. Williams had 15 in the first half. Illinois was up 12 at the break. Robert Archibald knocks over and steps on Dane Fife as things are getting physical. Fife grabs Archibald by the ankle and brings him down. Fife would receive an intentional foul on the play. Less than 3 minutes left. Illinois shooting free throws down 4. Mike Davis urging his players to stay seated, but assistant Ben McDonald remains standing. And the referee, Donnie Gray, gives him a chance. Motions him to sit down. When McDonald hesitates, forget about it. Gray tees him up. Illinois hit both free throws to go up 6. Indiana not pleased about that call.
I think we had a chance to cut it to 3, and then the phantom technical really, definitely took our momentum away. I don't know how it happened.
When you're assistant coach, anybody on your bench stand up, you can't stand up in the Big Ten. And unfortunately, we had some of our players and the coaches stand up, during certain times of the game, and you're not supposed to stand up. And the guy felt like he should call a technical foul with 2 minutes to go in the game. Great call.
Wow. Less than 2 minutes to go. Illinois up 6. Sean Harrington, the drive and the miss. Brian Cook bullies his way in for the putback. Put the Illini up 8. Moments later, Frank Williams, the drive and the kick out to Corey Bradford. Big shot, able to connect. Illinois wins 70-62, much to the dismay of Mike Davis. So in his final home game, Frank Williams wows the crowd with his consistent play. 24 points, goes 8 of 19 from the floor, 7 of 9 from the line, and helps create a 4-way tie for first place.
Boban Savovich walking out with his parents, his last home game. Savovich, 17 points in this one. End of the first half, Ohio State up 1. Savovich with a board, passing it up to Brian Brown. Brown, who's led the Buckeyes in scoring in 12 games this year, puts it in. OSU by 3, and then at 5 at the break. Savovich to Brown. 24 points for Brown in this one. Buckeyes up 1. Still in the second half. Michigan State down 4. Marcus Taylor takes over the game, just like Coach Tom Izzo wants him to. His previous career high was 21 points, but Taylor had 32 in this game. Chris Hill, he's all alone, and he's got a great view. Michigan State leads by 3. Savovich not looking so well this half. 2:12 left to play. So close, but no. Savovich misses the 3 and the chance to tie it. So Tom Izzo shakes hands. He's a winner. The Spartans win their 4th straight, refusing to let go of a Big Ten title they have won or shared the last 4 seasons. Said Michigan State coach Tom Izzo, "We're not going to give up our championship. Somebody is going to have to take it." Buckeyes were without their second leading scorer, Brent Darby, for most of the second half after he told coaches he was sick. Oh, talk about sick. We now have a 4-way tie in the Big Ten. Illinois, Ohio State, Indiana, Wisconsin, all 10-5 with 1 game left to go. The Badgers can get a leg up Wednesday night when they close their regular season at home against Michigan.
To the Big 12, Kelvin Sampson in Oklahoma trying for a perfect season at home for the first time since the 94-95 seasons against Iowa State. Hollis Price working the baseline. He finished with 24. Second half, Sooners up big. Aaron McGee up the baseline jumper, the hoop, and the foul. McGee finished with 26 and 10 as the Sooners win. McGee's 11th double-double of the season, 7th in 9 games. Sooners went their 22nd straight game at home. They finished 16-0 at home. Tyree Pearson scored 20 for Iowa State, which fell to 0-10 on the road. Ouch. Conference USA, number 9 Marquette in East Carolina. Cordell Henry driving. The shot is blocked. Pirates on the fast break. Kenyatta Brown a layup. Put the Pirates up by 4. Under a minute and a half left. Pirates by 4. Here's Henry in the lane, misses the short jumper. Dwayne Wade, the monster follow dunk, but no basket. They say over the back foul on Wade. Under a minute left. Olama, Namaka, the jam. Golden Eagles within 2. Less than 20 seconds to go. Scott Merritt misses the front end of the 1-and-1. ECU comes up with a loose ball. Move it down the court. Gabriel McCullough gets it to Brown for the dunk. East Carolina up 5. It's their first ever win over a top 10 team. Reason to be excited. Travis Holcomb Faye led the way with a team-high 15 points. East Carolina wins their 4th in the last 5 games. Marquette just their 2nd loss in the last 14 games. Court, Tennessee paid a visit to 10th-ranked Florida. Senior night in Gainesville, Udonis Haslem was on it.
There's no doubt that he is going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever put on a Gator uniform.
And that was obvious early on in the first half. Taking it to the basket, the hoop, the roll, and the foul. The Gators up 2. Still in the first half, the Vols were up 2. Marcus Hayslip going inside. The lay-in, the roll, and a foul call of his own. The Vols up 5 early. Second half, Gators getting hot behind the arc. Brett Nelson for 3. Gators up 2. Tied at 55. Nice feed. Matt Bonner had 18 points, all coming via the three-point shot. And the finishing touch belonged to Haslem. The two-handed slam. The Gators win 68-62. Nelson hit 4 of those three-pointers in the final 11 minutes to keep the Gators' hopes for an SEC title alive. Bonner hit 6 three-pointers. He led the Gators with 18, despite playing most of the second half with a painful hip injury. Tennessee has lost 4 in a row.
Seton Hall looking to put a scare into Pitt. Less than 10 seconds in regulation. Pitt down 3. Donatas Zavakis. He would say later, I was left wide open. Why not take this shot? We're tied. We're in overtime. Seton Hall by 3. Andre Barrett. Down low, Greg Morton. Less than 2 minutes in OT, Pitt down 3. Brandon Knight takes over. Knight said of the overtime, it was his time. He scored 6 of his 19 points in a game-ending 12-0 run by Pitt as Pitt, thanks to Knight, would clinch first place in the Big East-West Division. Congratulations to 8th-ranked Pittsburgh.
Miami and Providence, an emotional John Linehan shedding a tear in his final home game. While we have the opportunity, we take a look at some of his career accomplishments this entering the game. Linehan needed 4 steals to set the NCAA record, averaging 4.5 steals per game this season. First half, he already had 2 steals. Linehan tying Eric Murdoch's record by stripping Darius Rice. Late in the first half, Rice trying to save the ball, throws it right to Linehan. That's a steal, and that is the record breaker, 377, a new NCAA record. Darius Rice had the follow jam, and then more Rice, the hoop, and the foul. Rice finished with 30, 21 in the second half. Linehan and the Friars overmatched.
Who do you love? And no, I'm not singing. It's senior night, 6 Jayhawks honor. Before the game, Todd Kappelman, the odd senior out, which brings to mind an unpleasant personal high school memory, but we won't get into that. Seniors start out hot. Jeff Boschee hits the 3. Boschee then with the steal, heads the other way, feeding Brett Ballard for the lay-in. 5-0 Jayhawks. KSU with 28 turnovers. Next possession, Boschee another steal ahead to Lewis Harrison, to Chris Zerbe, who hits the jumper. 7-0. That's a skunk in the backyard. Kansas brings in the regular starters with the game 7-0. Still first half, Jayhawks up 11. Kirk Heinrich, great crossover into the lane to Drew Gooden for 2 of his 16 points. Still in the first half, Kansas creating more turnovers. Boschee another strip. Gooden to Boschee. Bounce pass to Heinrich for the lay-in. He had 24. That caps a 10-0 run. Jayhawks up by 20 at the break. Second half, more the same. Gooden with the block. Aaron Miles the other way to Boschee for 2 of his 22. Kansas wins BIG big. 5 Jayhawks in double figures on senior night, the college basketball equivalent of homecoming. 10th time this season, the Jayhawks have reached the century mark, and their 8 conference home wins, get this, by an average of more than 27 points. KU shoots for the first ever undefeated season in Big 12 history Sunday at Missouri.
Conference USA and Cincinnati looking for its 7th straight title in Louisville. That was Steve Logan. Steve Logan again. Cincinnati within 2. Logan had 18 points. Logan again in crunch time with it tied up. Whatever works. Got it to go. A little shot put. 66-64. Less than 3 minutes to go. Jamal Davis to Donald Little. Little working hard. Throwing it down. Cincinnati by 1. Under 2.5 to go. Larry O'Bannon, the feed. Luke Whitehead will go through. Louisville by a point. Less than 2 minutes to go. Louisville by 1. Look out. Ellis Miles got that. It's a 3-point game. Patino can almost get it. Later, Emmanuel McElroy with the 3. Cincinnati within 1. And now it's going to be a little tougher. Louisville off the inbounds. Reese Gaines. Long pass sprung. That's a big one. Could it do it? Logan for 3. Last gasp. No, down by 3. Trying for the tie. Another chuck is up. No, it won't good. And Louisville with the upset. And not so fast, my friend. No Conference USA title as of yet in the regular season. Reese Gaines finished with 26 points to lead Louisville. This was the Cardinals' second win in 8 games against team currently ranked. Steve Logan had 18, but just 7 for 22. We've got college basketball for you. Kentucky has beaten Vandy 17 straight times, fighting for the SEC Eastern Division title, but not so fast, my friend. Brendan Plavic there, 11-2. Vandy is when he hits at least 3 3-pointers in a game. There's one. Plavic again. There's 2. Get it to him. We need a third. It's a 10-point game at the half. Vandy on top. Vandy at home, but they got 17 straight times. Kentucky coming back. Oh, no. Cliff Hawkins, long pass, Tayshaun Prince, and here we go. It's a 9-point game. Kentucky within 8 later on. At inside, off the miss. Jules Kamara puts that up and in. Kentucky makes it a 6-point game, but Vandy hanging on. Brian Thornton inside, and you don't walk into Memorial Gym on senior night and get a win. Well, they usually do, but not now. Commodores snap their 18-game losing streak to Kentucky. Goes back to 1993. Said Vandy coach Kevin Stallings, I won't have to hear about having that longest SEC losing streak to Kentucky. They were 11 for 22 from 3. There. Going into the night, Georgia tied with Kentucky in the SEC East. Keon, South Carolina, and Rashad Wright ties it up in the final seconds. He beat LSU a few days back. Coming back the other way, Aaron Lucas. No, won't go. And we're going to overtime. In OT, Rashad Wright hits the free throw. Coming back the other way, South Carolina trying to get back into it in the final moments. Ivan Howe, good look, won't go. Georgia gets it back, and Georgia, the ranked team, gets the win, but this snaps a 4-game South Carolina win streak in this series. A big win. Bulldogs now 10-5 in conference play, move into a tie for first in the SEC East with Florida with 1 game remaining.
Auburn and Alabama first half. Erwin Dudley plays like Damian Marley, and he be jamming. Another Marley won a Grammy Wednesday night. How many Marleys are there? Dudley was 16 in the first half. Then it's Maurice Williams with the ball outside 1, 2, and 3 of his 15. Bama up by a dozen at halftime. Auburn rallies, but Dudley gets the loose ball and drives that home. And Mark Gottfried cutting down the net. Bama clinches the best record in the SEC, first SEC title since '87, when Gottfried played for the tie. They got it done at the line, among other places, where Bama hit 21 of 25 free throws. Alabama sets a school record with a perfect 17-0 home record. Maryland hasn't had an ACC title to itself since 1980. Looking to clinch at least a tie. We've got multiple Dixons. Maryland's Juan Dixon taking on Florida State's Nigel Dixon and Antoine Dixon. Antoine steps back, knocks down the jumper. He had 2 points. Nigel muscles his way to the hoop for the lay-in. 15 points for him. Now it's Juan's turn. Driving, dishing to Lonnie Baxter for the dunk. He had 3 assists on the night. Second half, Juan backs off the defender and drops in the 3. He hit 2 of 3 from 19 feet, 9 inches and beyond. Later in the second, Juan gets free again, high off the glass, bounces it home. And the lesson here, Juan Dixon is better than 2. 25 points on the night for him. Very good. Thank you very much. 11th straight win as the Terps, who can polish off the outright ACC title with a win Sunday over Virginia. Gary Williams said afterward he did not remind his players that Duke had lost in Tallahassee earlier this season, saying, quote, "We don't use Duke to get ready for us to play."
Wake Forest off the heartbreak against Maryland Sunday, going to Georgia Tech. It's senior night. Tony Akins there, and Akins here in the air to Clarence Moore. Moore thumps it down. Akins 8 assists. Next possession, Akins sweet move. It's senior night. Yellow Jackets lead at 54-48. Later in the second, freshman B.J. Elder, career high 25 points. It's a 5-point game. Still in the second. Akins for 3. Georgia Tech up on top. Skip Prosser, Deacons going down. Akins, pretty good night, going out in style. The lone senior, 19 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Demon Deacons have dropped 5 of 6. But is there actually any fire other than the one started by Richardson himself? Richardson says no one from the university has contacted him or his agent since his comments Monday night, but then cryptically added, quote, "Sometimes when there is smoke, there could be fire." The school denies an internet report as well that had Richardson losing his job Thursday. Meantime, the Arkansas team on the road taking on Mississippi State. Final seconds of the first half, Arkansas down 3, but look at Brandon Dean. in the flow. Beats the buzzer, and away he goes. Tied up 41-41 at the half. Now, later in the second half, Nolan Richardson a little detached from his team, not in the huddle. I'm not saying that necessarily means anything. It is what it is. Derek Zimmerman on the foul. Mississippi State up by 1. Minute and change left. Mississippi State by 1. Markel Patterson up and the foul. He'd hit the free throw. Mississippi State would take it 89-83. Mario Austin, 30 points. Mississippi State has won 4 in a row. Gennaro Pargo with 35 matches a career high in the losing effort. And whether there's any fire to the smoke coming from Nolan Richardson, he is still the head coach.
Smoke, fire, and Big Ten hoops in Wisconsin. Badgers' last Big Ten title, 1947, the same year Bo Ryan was born. First half, Wisconsin up 9. Senior night, Trayvon Davis drives, gets the lay-in on the other side. Later in the first, Wisconsin up 14 now. Devin Harris stealing and slamming 2 of his 21. Badgers up 25 at halftime. Second half, more the same. Harris thieving. He'll reach back and a little hammer time for him. Wisconsin wins it by 20. They grab the Big Ten title. Time to celebrate there. Northwestern and Minnesota midway through the second half. Michael Bauer drops in the 3. Minnesota up by 10. Then it's 51-40 Gophers. Bauer with 3 again. He was 6 of 6 from the field, 17 points. 3 minutes to go. Gophers in control. Kerwin Fleming to Bauer again. There's that guy again. Gophers pushing for a bit. They win it by 18. So Wisconsin and Minnesota keep their bubbles inflated. The Badgers will receive the top seed in the Big Ten tournament, which all but cinches an NCAA bid. For the Gophers, now 16-10, 9-6 in conference. A win over Illinois Sunday would carry a lot of weight with the tourney committee. Like the Badgers, Michigan State looks like they're already off the bubble and ready to dance.
Notre Dame and St. John's. Marcus Hatton in the second half. The Garden in his milieu. Hatton with 28. St. John's by 4. Less than 20 seconds to go. Notre Dame down 5. Chris Thomas just 2 for 11 in the game, but that's a big 3. Makes it a 2-point game. Less than 10 seconds to go. Hatton misses the free throw, gets his own rebound, but oh, he goes down, traveling. Notre Dame will get the ball with about 7 seconds to play. There it is, 6.9. Enough time to bring it up court. Chris Thomas handles the ball very well, but hounded. Eric King, Marcus Hatton all over him, puts up the shot. Bouncer, no. Went off the clock. No, watch this. Off the clock, so now it's all done. But it goes in. It goes in. Oh, no.
Horse
St. John's does win it, 84. Tar Heels against Clemson, 47-0. Never lost to them at Chapel Hill. Double-digit margin of victory in 17 of the last 18. Basically, always winning this game. But some streaks have died this year already. Jason Capel with a 3. Parents fired up. Carolina with a 10-0 run to start things off. Second half. Jackie Manuel pass inside to Chris Lang. 74-55 at that point. So is it safe? Have they done it? Well, the Tar Heels, they won't win 20. They won't get to the NCAA tournament, but they can sure beat Clemson. North Carolina now 48-0 at home against the top.